York Times wrote an excellent piece on gun laws in North Carolina. We've talked about gun laws several different times, but I think this is a really great investigative report that they did, because what they did is they looked at the number of people who have permits for concealed carry that should not have permits for concealed carry. So, you know, you're supposed to do background checks, you're supposed to make sure that these people don't have violent misdemeanors or felonies, but in a lot of cases they do. So let me give you guys the numbers. If you look at the total amount of people who have permits for concealed carry in North Carolina, you will see that about 240,000 people have these permits, right? Of those 240,000 people, 2,400 permit holders were convicted of felonies or misdemeanors, excluding traffic-related crimes.
Yeah, it's weird that they're not being very vigilant about who gets those permits and who gets those guns. It's almost as if the gun industry, which would profit from more people having guns, is the one that's dictating what the law should be.
Right.
It's almost as if that's what's happening in our democracy.
Almost. That could be the case, but we're not sure.
Yeah, but that couldn't be it, because our representatives represent us and not business interests, right?
Yes. So.
Okay, good. Well, then it's all straightened out.
Okay, so hold on. Let me tell you some more about the story.
Okay.
What they're also finding is, like, let's say you have that permit, and while you have that permit, you commit a crime like manslaughter or murder. They will not take that permit away from you, even though they're supposed to do that. And right now, the NRA is pushing to have every state, regardless of what the gun laws are in that state, to recognize your permit. So let's say, you know, you're in, I don't know, Texas, and they're in favor of a permit for concealed carry, right? If you go to another state that is not in favor of that, well, too bad. You have to accept it because it's legal under the state of Texas, so it should be legal all throughout the United States. That's what the NRA is pushing for right now.
That's, again, absolutely crazy. So what, if I live in Texas, then I go to New York, I'm like, yeah, I got a gun. So what, none of you do? Ha ha.
That's actually exactly the case. That's what the NRA is pushing for. But is it even surprising coming from the NRA?
Right, and third layer of absurdity, right? So if you're a criminal and you're a felon, they can take away your right to vote, but they can't take your gun away.